Today we will start microbes in human welfare. Besides macroscopic plants and animals, microbes are the major components of biological systems on this earth. You have studied about the diversity of living organisms in class 11. Do you remember which kingdoms among the living organisms contain microorganisms? Which are the ones that are only microscopic? Microbes are present everywhere in soil, water, air, inside our bodies, and that of other animals and plants. They are present even at the sites where no other life form could possibly exist. Sites such as deep inside the geysers, thermal vents, where the temperature may be as high as 100 degrees Celsius. Deep in the soil, under the layers of snow, several meters thick, and in highly acidic environments. Microbes are diverse: protozoa, bacteria, fungi, and microscopic animal and plant viruses. And plant viruses, viroids, and also prions that are proteinaceous infectious agents. Some of the microbes are shown in figure 8.1 and 8.2. Microbes like bacteria and many fungi can be grown on nutritive media to form colonies that can be seen with the naked eyes. Such cultures are useful in studies on microorganisms. In chapter 7, you have read that microbes cause a large number of diseases in human beings. They also cause these diseases in animals and plants. But this could not make you think that all microbes are harmful. Several microbes are useful to man in diverse ways. Some of the most important contributions of microbes to human welfare are discussed in this chapter. So, microbes in household products. You would be surprised to know that we use microbes or products derived from them every day. A common example is the production of curd from milk. Microorganisms such as lactobacillus and others, commonly called lactic acid bacteria, lab, grow in milk and convert it to curd. During growth, the lab produce acids that coagulate and partially digest the milk proteins. A small amount of curd added to the fresh milk as inoculum or starter contain millions of lab which at suitable temperature multiply, thus converting milk to curd, which also improves its nutritional quality by increasing vitamin B12. In our stomach too, the lab play very beneficial role in checking the disease causing microbes. The dough which is used for making foods such as dosa and idli is also fermented by bacteria. The puffed up appearance of dough is due to the production of carbon dioxide gas. Can you tell which metabolic pathway is taking place resulting in the formation of carbon dioxide? Where do you think she where do you think the bacteria for these fermentations come from? Similarly, the dough which is used for making bread is fermented using baker's yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. A number of traditional drinks and foods are also made by fermentation by the microbes. Toddy, a traditional drink of some parts of southern India, is made by fermenting the sap from palms. Microbes are also used to ferment fish, soybean, and bamboo shoots to make foods. Cheese is one of the oldest food items in which microbes were used. Different varieties of cheese are known by their characteristic texture, flavor, and taste. The specificity coming from the microbes used. For example, the large holes in Swiss cheese are due to the production of a large amount of carbon dioxide by a bacterium named Propionibacterium. Propio, propi, Propionibacterium shermani. The Roquefort cheese are ripened by growing a specific fungi on them which gives them a particular flavor. Now, the microbes in industrial products. Even in industry, microbes are used to synthesize a number of products valuable to human beings. Beverages and antibiotics are some examples. Production on an industrial scale requires growing microbes in very large vessels called fermenters. Now, fermented beverages. Microbes, especially yeasts, have been used from time immemorial for the production of beverages like wine, beer, whiskey, brandy, or rum. For this purpose, the same yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, used for bread making and commonly called brewer's yeast, is used for fermenting malted cereals and fruit juices to produce ethanol. Do you recollect the metabolic reactions which result in the production of ethanol by yeast? Depending on the type of the raw material used for fermentation and the type of processing, with or without distillation, different types of alcoholic drinks are obtained. Wine and beer are produced without distillation, whereas whiskey, brandy, and rum are produced by distillation of the fermented broth. The photography of a fermentation plant is shown in this figure. Antibiotics. Antibiotics produced by microbes are regarded as one of the most significant discoveries of the 20th century and have greatly contributed towards the welfare of the human society. Anti is a Greek word that means against, and bio means life. Therefore, together they mean against life in the context of disease causing organisms, whereas with reference to human beings, they are pro life and not against. Antibiotics are chemical substances which are produced by some microbes and can kill or retard the growth of other disease causing microbes. You are familiar with the commonly used antibiotic penicillin. Do you know that penicillin was the first antibiotic to be discovered and it was a chance discovery? Alexander Fleming, while working on Staphylococci bacteria, once observed a mold growing in one of his unwashed culture plates around which Staphylococci could not grow. He found out that it was due to a chemical produced by the mold and he named it penicillin after the mold Penicillium notatum. However, its full potential as an effective antibiotic was established much later by Ernst Chain and Howard Florey. This antibiotic was extensively used to treat American soldiers wounded in World War II. Fleming, Chain, and Florey were awarded the Nobel Prize in 1945 for this discovery. After penicillin, other antibiotics were also purified from other microbes. Can you name some other antibiotics and find out their sources? Antibiotics have greatly improved our capacity to treat deadly diseases such as plague, whooping cough means kali khasi, diphtheria means galgotu, and leprosy means kushtrog, which used to kill millions all over the globe. Today, we cannot imagine a world without antibiotics, chemicals, enzymes, and the other bioactive molecules. Microbes are also used for commercial and industrial production of certain chemicals like organic acids, alcohols, and enzymes. Examples of acid producers are Aspergillus niger, a fungus of citric acid, Acetobacter aceti, a bacterium of acetic acid, Clostridium butylicum, a bacterium of butyric acid, and Lactobacillus, a bacterium of lactic acid. Yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, is used for the commercial production of ethanol. Microbes are also used for production of enzymes. Lipases are used in detergent formulations and are helpful in removing oily stains from the laundry. You must have noticed that bottled fruit juices bought from the market are clearer as compared to those made at home. This is because the bottled juices are clarified by the use of pectinases and proteases. Streptokinase produced by the bacterium Streptococcus and modified by genetic engineering is used as a clot buster for removing clots from the blood vessels of patients who have undergone myocardial infarction leading to heart attack. Another bioactive molecule, cyclosporin A, that is used as an immunosuppressant severe agent in organ transplant plants patients, is produced by the fungus Trichoderma polysporum. Statins produced by the yeast Monascus purpurus have been commercialized as blood cholesterol lowering agent. It acts by competitively inhibiting the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol.